Morning, guys. Uh, I'm here in Sapphire House again, and I think, December is approaching, and that's usually when I take my annual leave, and then I get most things done here on the farm. And so this place has become kind of a bit of a storeroom during the year, with all kinds of stuff that's just lying around. Maybe if I could turn the camera around, let me see if I can figure that out. Yeah, so this is what it looks like with everything just lying around everywhere. And I need to clean up this a little bit. Um, you will recall from that other video we put in this. Let me just step back here. We put in this window, and this is some OSB board that I bought, but I'm not going to go with this as the cladding for the walls, which will be the next step. But I thought to myself, before I do anything in terms of cladding, let me first lay out where stuff is going to be. My plans, as you see, got a little bit wet. They got rained out, so I just redrew them this morning, and I just bought this one because I've got a lot of other measurements and prices and stuff that I have on here. And I thought today I just want to take some masking tape and just go and mark out on the walls where everything is going to be, because that's going to give me an idea whether it will all fit. And I need to do that because I've never built a tiny house before. This is my first time. So let me get the masking tape ready, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's start in this corner. This is where the shower is. Now there's a couple of things that I can't change the size of. I can't change the size of the shower or the toilet or the basin. Those are sort of fixed in concrete, unless I literally want to go and build a new shower pan. But from that line up to that line will be where the shower's walls are. All right, so they're going to come like this. And then this is the toilet. It'll fit in between there and there. But I do have a bit of grace. I can play around with this. This will be like a food cabinet. All right, so this will be where the kitchen sink will be, in here, and the food will be stored on this side. And then on this side, we could put in a table 1.1 meters in length, because that's the height between this little fridge and the ceiling up here. So if I put in a table like that I can drop down, that means, let me, if I can just zoom out a little bit, can I? Camera doesn't want to do that. Okay, then if we can drop that thing from there down to here, then whoever lives here can win a bit of space, can just take it up during the day, or if they have a friend coming over and they want to have coffee or whatever, then they could drop this thing. We have two bar stools here, they can go underneath. Right, so then all of this, now here I have a lot of space that I can play with, because I can move this up, and that means I can put in a pocket door in front of the toilet here, which then doesn't use any space. But that just means I need to make this cabinet a bit wider, which means I might need to change the plans a little bit. You don't really need a 60 centimeter wide or deep food closet. You could use, you could go with that. That's 30 centimeters. That's half of the depth. But then that means I just need to, hey, sorry about that, my phone abandoned me. It means I might just need to change the drawing here a little bit, so that I can fit in the door for the toilet into this cabinet. But that's another day's problem. In this corner, we've got a lot of space here in the lounge. This is going to be the lounge. Here's a lot of space. I can play around like crazy here. My washing machine is 53 centimeters, and that is the gap between that piece of wood and that piece of masking tape over there. That's 53 centimeters. So if I build in a bedroom in here, and here we have a typical 3/4 bed, which I think is what I'm going to work with. We're going to put that in here, and my mum told me that these things are called Murphy beds, the ones that go up against the wall. I remember them from movies when I was a kid. So maybe that's what I need to put in here. Let it go up against that wall, doesn't interfere with the window, and I can make this maybe a little bit shallower, because you only need about 35-40 centimeters for your wardrobe. And then all these clothes and everything that's in there will come up to about here, where you see there's a piece of masking tape there in front of my toe, and there's another piece. So that's where this will be. That wall will come back a little bit closer, and we could deal with that. We have a door here because there you'll see there's also masking tape. Let me put the box like so. That will be where the fruit cabinet comes. Front of it, a broom cabinet. This is going to be awesome. The important thing I think about this is the fact that you need to plan this right. Because if you make a mistake on the planning, it's gonna translate into problems on and on and on from that point on. Yeah, I just measured it from here to there where the wardrobe's gonna be. I definitely have space to play here as well. So this won't be a problem. The masking tape that's there lying under the bed won't be a problem. The bed in any case can still go up a little bit like so. And then that wall comes closer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What I was saying is if you don't plan these things right, you're going to end up with a problem. If you draw your plan, do what I did here, or this is at least how I'm doing it. I took this thing, I drew it to scale, a 125 scale as you can see over there, and then I went and I measured everything. That's the size of the toilet, that's the size of the shower, that's the size of the zinc. This is where the wardrobe's going to be. And so now it's very easy then to just start pushing things. Even if you make cutouts with cardboard, which I did, and they're probably still lying around here somewhere, you can push the things around and say, okay, but the shower won't work there, the toilet won't work there, this thing won't work there, that won't work there. So yeah, I'm very excited about this thing. I am a complete novice when it comes to tiny houses. I've only been in one of them I think twice in my life, and it was just for a few seconds, and it was just really to say hello to a friend. I didn't walk through it or look at it or anything with any kind of an idea about building one day. So I'm a bit limited in terms of my experience, but all in all, I'm very excited about this. I think this is going to be a great little project. I hope to finish it this December, so that this place can be ready to be rented out by let's say end January, middle January. That's another 3 months. Where are we now? We're now in October, November, December, January. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so here in part 3, we're going to start today with the cladding of the walls. I've got some new tech here, fiber cement, which is going to go in the corner there by the shower, and then the rest are hardboard, which is a little bit thin to my liking, but the guy said it'll work, so let's trust him for that. We're going to start doing all the rest of the walls all the way around. So the first thing I need to do is put up, like I can put the hardboard up against this, but I don't have anything there. So I'm going to put these guys like that. Let me just get myself here on the camera so I can put the hardboard against that for this side of the wall. 1895. Okay, so we have we've got these uprights. We attach them now. So we've put in a ton of screws from the back, and we did the same on that side as well. So the new tech, those white things, this is cement fiber, they are going to go, these guys, they are going to go against the wall there in the corner there and on this side, because they can handle water. Even though everything is going to be coated in waterproof paint, I still want to use something there that is water resistant. In this corner here, so the one cladding is going to go against this, right, and against this and against this, and the other one is going to rest against this one, which I just now attached a couple of minutes ago, and over here and over here. It's going to give us about 25 millimeters of play on this side, on which the next piece of cladding, the hardboard, can go onto that side. I just wanted to show you guys, these are all the screws we put in. As you can see, a lot of them going all the way down, and on this side the same thing. When we put up the security light, we had to put some fairly heavy duty wood on the inside, like marine ply, just to carry this thing's weight, because the shed's wood wasn't going to be strong enough. And so this line you see here is where all the screws are going, that goes into that brace for the shower.
We also removed the electric wire that was there, where you see there's a hole and on that side there's a hole. We removed that because once we have the shower in place, it's going to be pretty much impossible to work with that if there's any problem, because those two holes go, the wire went for the electric cord went for security lights outside, which is like really necessary here by us. So we will reroute the wire. The light is now behind that. The one that you just saw is behind that. We will reroute the wire and bring it somewhere through around here. And I think we will need to do that still tonight, so that we have the light up and then we don't get break-ins again. But eventually we're going to put, I think we're going to be putting trunking all the way up there, so we can get the lights and electricity everywhere where we will need it. Okay, so all the measurements have been done, and we just added these two as braces for the hand basin. That little guy there, because that's going to go inside the shower, and it's just to carry the basin's weight. The building itself, as I mentioned in previous videos, is extremely skew. So this thing doesn't come down at 90 degrees. You know, it's not plumb as it should be, and I don't even know how we're going to deal with that yet. But we'll make a plan. This side, on the other hand, is perfectly straight. Okay, so the first panel is basically in, and after a little bit of sort of begging and cajoling, it doesn't look too bad at all. So now it's just to put some screws around the edge here with the washers and all that, and then we can carry on to the next panel. Okay, I think I'm going to stop the video here. We finished the cladding for the shower against the wall. We had to move the electric cable that came through because it would have been behind there, and we need to put it in a place where we can work with it. I just finished putting up the next upright, this one. From this point on, we're going to deal with a masonite. This is new tech, so this is fiber cement, and it was an interesting experience doing this, because nothing in this place, as I've mentioned repeatedly, is straight. For example, I never thought to measure whether that wall was actually 100% plumb. It turns out it isn't, so we had to change a couple of things around here, and then we had to start adapting. Because that one leaned over, it means that this kind of also had to lean over, and so everything from that point on is leaning over in order to accommodate the first one. But okay, so part what is this? Part 3 is now done. In the next part, we're going to carry on with doing the rest of the cabin, or the tiny house, doing the cladding all the way around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, remember to like and subscribe. Bye.